Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I am the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. There are definitely certain designs that are viral, if you want to call them that, and one of them is this tropical leaf and leopard print Monstera leaf. I learned that's the correct term for these leaves. This tumbler with a solid white glittered base. I thought the cup was really classic and beautiful, so I wanted to create it, but not on your typical 20-ounce tumbler. This is actually a Duozie, which is a hilarious name to me. It is a cup that doubles as a typical tumbler. It has a regular sliding top lid, and it also has a can koozie lid, so you can use it like a can koozie, which is why it's called a Duozie. Anyway, I'm ready to show you this technique, so if you're ready, let's strap in and shoot for the stars.
All right, like I mentioned, this is a 12-ounce slim Duozie from Maker Flow Crafts, base painted white from Rustoleum. Instead of a super crisp white, we're going to be using this Stardust glitter from Glitter Heart Company. It's not quite silver, and it doesn't have any like champagne to it. It's still white, but it just has this like really cool reflection to it. We're going with the whole standby Mod Podge method. I'm getting this all over the cup with a Wet n Wild makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. And once that's nice and coated with no streaks, we're going to go in straight with the glitter and get a nice solid coat throughout. I personally think this is a simpler design or a simpler technique. So once you get your glitter on, you want 2 coats of epoxy. If you can get the glitter nice and smooth with 1 coat, that's awesome, but I did 2 coats of epoxy to smooth that out. Once your glitter is smooth, we are ready to water slide. So these are Monstera leaf graphics. They're like watercolor versions of them that I found off of Google. They are like commercial graphics, so I'm okay to use them. Same with those monoline gold outlines of the leaves. It's not the same file, and if I can find the links to these, I will post it in the description box. So I use what I'm going to coin the mirror method with my water slides. I actually mirror the image in Design Space before printing and seal with 2x Rustoleum clear. Then when I'm ready to apply, I put the image face down and slide the backing off, kind of like a temporary tattoo. I personally find this method to be easier than like sliding the image off of the backing when the backing is underneath the image, basically. I just think it's easier to apply a little bit of pressure and shoop, that backing paper slides right off. My water is about room temperature. I do add like a little bit of warm water, but not too much. You don't actually want it to be hot or even warm for that matter. And I find that the water slide comes off the backing really easy. Using a silicone brush to smooth out any air pockets or water trapped underneath the water slide. 1 coat of epoxy after this before we apply the gold decals. I say that because in the next clip, you're going to see that there are already leopard spots on the cup. So let's tell a little story. I let the water slides dry out at first, and I was just like, yeah, I can totally put these gold decals on. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. I tried to apply the first kind of batch of the leopard spots, and as I pulled the transfer tape, it pulled my water slide right off of the epoxied cup. So I pulled all of my water slides off, kept that one little chunk of leopard spots on there, reapplied my water slides, and did my coat of epoxy. So now my water slides have a coat of epoxy protecting them. There's no chance of messing them up now. I'm applying the monoline leaf prints slightly offset to the water slide leaves. That's kind of what all of the examples of this kind of viral design cup that I found. I I didn't put all 4 offsets like all to the left of the watercolors. I think 2 are to the left and 2 are to the right. Now I'm going in with more of the leopard spots. So these are kind of filling in the empty space between the Monstera leaves. I didn't want the leopard print to like completely take over the cup. Most of the examples of this cup that I found online had very small sections. Because this cup is kind of so compact, it's not the same size as like your typical 20-ounce skinny, I didn't want as much blank space. So I did 3 larger sections of the leopard spots, and I still think it looked really great. So this is where you see me kind of contemplating where to fill in using my last section of spots. This particular file that I found didn't fill the space as much as I needed it to. Like this spot had a lot of white towards the bottom of the cup. So I just took that kind of, not hand placed, but very strategically tacked down smaller sections of those spots. Once I was satisfied with the placement of all of this leopard print, I was ready for 2 final coats of epoxy, and that's it. No name on this one, just this nice clean design. I think this design is perfect for a can koozie for all of your summer adult beverages. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye now.